Hey guys, my name is Daniel. I'm part of the education staff here at the Challenger Learning Center. Today we have a very exciting experiment to show you guys. As you can see all around me, we're going to be doing tornado tubes. So excited to share this. But before we jump on into it, I did want to cover briefly some tornado safety tips for you guys. Before a tornado watch or warning is ever issued, I would highly recommend you guys to have a disaster or emergency kit ready to go, prepped and all set. This includes bottled water, canned food, non-perishable food, as well as flashlights, batteries, your weather radio ready to go, first aid kit. It's very close to and it's pretty much the same kit that you would have in preparation for a hurricane. So make sure to have that prepped. All of those special items that you would need is online. Find it on the National Weather Service's website and have that ready to go. Now, if in case a tornado warning is ever issued, make sure you take action and keep you and your family safe. You need to find the lowest and most interior part of your home. Make sure you are always away from windows. Do not be even close to a window. You want to be in the most interior part of your house and the lowest level. Okay. Make sure that you cover your head. Use a blanket, mattress, even have a helmet with you. That might not be a bad idea. Protect your head, cover your head at all times. And if you are ever in a mobile home, you should never be in a mobile home. So make sure that you are not there during a tornado. So you need to be in a sturdy shelter. Very, very key. Cover your head, most interior part of the home, away from windows, and the lowest level as well. Okay, so keep those in mind during a tornado. Okay, we need to build our tornado tube. So follow me over here. We can come a little bit closer. These are the items that you will need. These 4 items. You will need either 1-liter bottles or 2-liter bottles work as well. And you also need some water. You can see I have some water in these bottles already. If you can get one, this is the special item right here. This is a tornado tube connector, if you want to call it that. These should be online on Amazon or some other websites that you can find. They're really not that expensive, like $1 or two, maybe a couple dollars each. This is the key to have this if you can. This has, if you want to come in and look at it, it has some grooves in here that will help form the vortex within your bottle. Okay, so this helps the vortex form. I would also recommend getting a funnel as well. That way when you put the liquid or whatever you want into your bottles, it doesn't go everywhere and make a big mess. Okay, so I just wanted to show you how to basically make your own tornado tube 2 different ways. Okay, this is the easiest way. So I'm going to actually take my funnel. I put water in both bottles so it wouldn't blow away because it is a little windy today. I'm just going to put the rest of the water in this one bottle. Okay, I would say fill up the bottle about 2/3, maybe up to 3/4 full or so. It's really up to you. And this is just water. You have your tornado connector here. Just screw that on. Make sure it's nice and tight because you do not want the water to leak out. And then put the other bottle on top like so. Again, put it on nice and tightly. Make sure it's all snug and ready to go. Okay, and that's it. That's the easiest way of doing it. Let me show you how to use it. Okay, so we're gonna flip this over. Okay, you can see nothing's happening. It's just kind of gurgling a little bit. The key to making the vortex or the rotating tornado form that we're used to seeing, you need to rotate and spin your bottle like that and then let it go. Look at that. That is so cool, right? You see that vortex, and then the water goes through the tornado tube in the middle and it goes into the bottom bottle there. And then there you go. There's your tornado in a bottle. That's the simplest way of doing it. Just keep in mind, always spin that bottle to get that vortex formed, that spinning column of water in this case. A tornado is actually a spinning column of air. But that is the simplest way of doing a tornado tube. Now, if you do not have this middle connector, do not worry. There's another way of doing it. And I'm going to show you that right now. Okay, I'm going to take this connector off. Pretend we did not have this. Okay, I'm going to set that aside. Plan B is to have a washer. Okay, so I measured this today for the 1-liter bottle that I have. It's about 1 inch across or 1 inch in diameter washer. Okay. Here are two washers. Come on a little closer. You can see the two different versions of washers. They're both the same size, about 1 inch. However, this one you can see has a smaller hole inside. This one does not work as well as the one with the wider hole. The tornado will still form, the vortex will still form, but I had issues with the tornado actually finishing up and draining completely into the bottom bottle, because I think it's just too small of a hole to get all the water through and keep the vortex going. This one with the wider hole is what I would recommend you guys use, just to make sure that the vortex continues to form and drain out. I will warn you, with the washer, the threat for it leaking is there, but we're going to be using duct tape, okay, to kind of hold everything in place. But if it does leak, don't worry about that. Just a heads up, it might leak. It's just hard to really completely seal these off, okay? So we're going to take the washer and put it on top of the neck or so of the bottle. And then we're going to put the other bottle on top like so, okay? So basically that washer takes the place of our tornado tube part that we did at the beginning. We're going to take some duct tape and really firmly, or as well as we can, seal this up. I'm going to take a couple more pieces here. If you want to, I mean, whatever tape you have at home, it just needs to be very, very strong tape, as strong as possible, and one that can really seal this. And, you know, very, very, very good seal is what you need. A very tight seal as well. You could always use Gorilla tape as well if you have it. I think that's a very strong tape as well. But again, you want to have it nicely sealed and tight, and hopefully this won't leak for me. But like I said before, if it leaks, don't worry. You can try some different ways of trying to seal that up. Okay, so I think we're all sealed there. Same idea. We're going to flip it up, rotate it, and see if our vortex forms. You guys ready? Here we go. Let's see what we got. It's a little shaky, but I think we're on there. There you go. And mine is leaking just a little bit. You can see it is leaking a little bit. But and I would say investigate ways of trying to seal this up. Use some other types of tape. Even, I don't know if hot glue would be a good bet, just because it's hot with the plastic that might melt it. So I would say stay away from that. But try different forms of tape and see what works best for you. But yeah, that is a good backup if you do not or cannot get this fancy tube part. Use a washer and use your duct tape. So it's pretty simple. It's pretty cool too. Okay, now you cannot just, I mean, you don't have to just use water. Look at these three other varieties that I have over here. This one has some green food coloring. Okay, you can add whatever food coloring that you want, as well as this one has some dish soap in here. I will say, dish soap, only put like 1 drop in. It does not need much. If you put too much, the bubbles will start to back up, and the water might not be allowed to drain through the top bottle into the bottom. But I want to show you this one. Look at this. Look at that. You can see all the bubbles, and this one's really, really fun to do. But just as a reminder, just do one drop of soap is all you need. Not much at all. And after playing with this for many, many times, all the bubbles can get backed up, so just a heads up about that. But again, 1 drop. Okay, that is one variety. This one has some oil in it, and we dyed the water red. Okay, you can use vegetable oil, whatever oil that you have at home. Okay, use it. Okay, look at this. This one's pretty cool. You can kind of see the vortex kind of pulsing up like this. That is due to the density differences between the oil and the water. The oil always wants to float on top of the water, and therefore it always wants to kind of push itself up on top of the water, and that pulsing action results from that. Is that cool? It's so cool. This is one of my favorite ones with the oil. But again, use whatever oil you have at the house. Now, this one we dyed the water blue, and we also put some perler beads, these beads that you can use the iron to make whatever you want. We have a couple of these, or you can do whatever types of beads you want, as well as some glitter. Now this will represent the debris, or the things that a tornado can kind of kick up in the air. Watch this. This one's also really, really neat. Watch closely. Look at all the items flying around the vortex there. And these can resemble like the cars, the trees that a tornado can kick up. And that really shows how that works. I'm going to do it one more time. Pay close attention as the items approach the bottom of the bottle. They really speed up like a figure skater. Like when their arms come in, same idea. That really is cool and shows how the debris can, fly around a tornado and the dangers of a tornado as well. So, share with us what variety of tornado tubes you choose to do. Have fun with it. Be creative. Again, whatever you have in the house, add it to your tube. And like I showed you, there's more than one way of doing these tornado tubes. So I hope you guys enjoyed this experiment with me. Again, share with us what you end up doing, and I will catch you guys later.